Two prominent Nigerians, Oba Joseph Oloyede Diakpetu of Ikpetumodu and Pastor Edward Oluwasomi, have pleaded guilty to a $4.2 million COVID-19 relief fraud in the United States. Apparently, during the COVID-19 pandemic, these two men used their companies to file fake applications in order to receive business relief funds. These funds were meant for businesses struggling to survive during the pandemic. Instead, Oba Joseph and Pastor Edward used the money to buy properties and live lavish lifestyles. Eventually, Pastor Edward, who was residing in the US at the time, was arrested at his residence, while Oba Joseph was arrested at the airport when he traveled from Nigeria to the United States to see his family. Now that the two men have pleaded guilty, they wait for the judgment day on July 2nd, 2025, when their fate will be decided. It's unfortunate that those expected to lead by example are the ones tarnishing their nation's image and disgracing their professions. Choose integrity. Crime only leads to the heavy cost of imprisonment. You can now register for my upcoming cybersecurity masterclass to become a certified cybersecurity professional. Send a message now. Remember, crime doesn't pay. Stay safe.
Wonderful people, Biafrans all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome you all in the mighty name of Chukwuka Biama, and also welcome you all in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, your Lord and personal Savior. This message is titled, May Nigeria never happen to any Biafran, whether you are home or in a diaspora. Why do I say so? The video you watched earlier before this one speaks a lot of volume. It is two Yorubas, a monarch and a pastor, well-respected men in the society, have rubbed mud in the face of the zoo called Nigeria. Some people will say that this message does not concern you. Some people will say that this message have nothing to do with the Biafran struggle. But my brother, I will tell you this for free of charge. It have everything to do with us. Some couple of weeks ago, if not last month, Peter Obi was roasted like, he was roasted like chicken or maybe bole. Why? Because he went to a program in Hopkins University in USA and made a comment where he says that Nigeria is not working well, that things is not the way it's supposed to be, because we have government in place who's supposed to take care of all these things. Let me also remind you, no matter how you take twist this thing, Peter Obi is still an Igbo man. Even if he like, let him deny his Igbo identity. Even if he like, let him work for the Fulanis or the Yorubas or any way he choose to. But as long as we are still in this same country, sharing the same money, he is still an Igbo man. And I can tell you, even till tomorrow, if they cannot give Peter Obi the so-called presidency for him to rule, it is only but one thing, because he is a Biafran. Everybody love Peter Obi. The Northerners love Peter Obi. The Southwesterners, who are the haters of Igbos, claims to love him after the election, not before the election, after the election. The reason why they didn't love him before the election, during the election, is because they said Peter Obi is an IPOB member. Don't forget, when they were doing campaign, what Red Omokiri, what they call this one, Afebua, somebody from Niger Delta, and Festus Akpamo, the point they are using to hold Peter Obi down is one, that Peter Obi is an IPOB member because the beer he launched during his tenure as governor of Anambra State have the logo of rising sun, which represents, that is the logo of Biafra in the Biafran flag. No matter how you take twist them, even if they rejected him, you as his own people cannot reject him. A lot of people have sinned and asked for forgiveness, and we forgive them. Even in this thing we are doing, another Rama, Vambaba, the rest of them who sinned, they are also forgiven. So what makes Peter Obi his own sin unforgiving? I am not speaking for him. I am not his mouthpiece. But I'm just trying to link that video he just finished watch to what is happening. So when Peter Obi made that comment, including Sanwo-Olu, all of them, Peter Obi used to stop demarketing Nigeria. The country want to rule. Why must you demarket him? You're supposed to be saying good things about. They want him to go out there and begin to paint that zoo with a very beautiful color, even when the inside of it deteriorated. Just like, you see, and let me just use women as an example now. So women, they will paint themselves, paint their face, paint everywhere. They will look like Mami Water. But when you go inside their body, it have rotten. That is the typical example of a zoojuria, which they call Nigeria. So, if they're talking about people who are demarketing zoojuria, look at the two prominent men from Yorubas. And mind you, the people who carry that matter for head over Peter Obi is Lagosians. Or rather, let me say the Yorubas, the Yorubastards, the Ronus. They are the one that carried that logo. Sanwo-Olu went and write a full scarf where he's talking trash about Peter Obi. Then the question there now, where people ask when they read that, is now Sanwo-Olu the president of Nigeria? You are just a governor of Lagos State. You didn't even want to mind your governing to make sure that you give your people the dividend of democracy. Rather, you abandoned it to criticize Peter Obi. In other words, boy, they rub in powder, say this one newborn baby for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which we all know. Please, I want to make this request for all the whole Biafrans, whether you're in the home or abroad. Nigeria can happen to you anywhere. Let your prayer point be to the end of this month. May Nigeria never happen to me or any member of my family. Pray that prayer, my brother. Every other thing will become a history. Because the worst thing that can happen to you is that we are living in diaspora. The bad governance of one monkey that look like a human being in Aso Rock. The bad governance, the bad policies initiated will be affecting you in where you stay. Because where you are working, any day your colleagues are looking at newspapers, what they see is that your president has traveled to so place and they will be using it to mock you. And you think it's ordinary, my brother, that is Nigeria happening to you. So pray that may your co-workers never remember you with that kind of attitude. You have a president that when the country is burning, he will jump into his new private jet and zoom off. Or if you like, make on a kill on and say, waiting concern me. The money is coming every day. Somebody who told you, if I did not give you electricity for the next 4 years, if I come back for the second time, do not vote me. I budgeted over 10 billion naira to put solar plant in the whole of Aso Rock. Don't forget that Aso Rock is owing Discos over 4 trillion naira. The question there is, what are they doing with the money? You see all these people, that's why I said Nigerian politicians are the worst enemy you can ever encounter in life. They can never give you anything that will be that will even useful to you. Imagine government owing Discos that supply electricity to them 4 trillion naira. You can imagine that. Yet they are busy looting, sending abroad, looting, sending abroad. He budgeted because now Discos want to cut off the light in Aso Rock. Then you don't budget 10 billion naira to put solar panels all over Aso Rock so that if they boycott you, then you have something to fall in. Yet, the people you are ruling, whom you promised to give electricity for 4 years of your term, are even self, all of them have forgotten, said that they are something of that nature. But people like us will not forget. The so-called Nigerians who are busy looking for where to bring down Biafrans, the IPOB, everything, have forgotten all the whole promises Tinubu make. The one that captured the mind of everybody, and all the whole radio station are still playing it. If I don't give you electricity for 4 years, if I come for second time, do not vote for me. I beg, how many electricity I don't have? Even Aso Rock is owing 4 trillion naira. So what about the ordinary citizens? Aso Rock now is budgeting 10 billion naira for solar panel. Then what happened to ordinary citizens? So my people, why I bring this video is to make a single point. Let it be your prayer point. In fact, not to the end of this month. From now onwards, as long as this Biafran struggle is concerned, may Nigeria never happen to us. In fact, may Bola Ahmed Tinubu never happen to. If you see that man in your dream, my brother, your own is finished. I don't know why Africans can never produce a very handsome president. Look at Paul Biya. Look at the one of Sudan that is peeping around everywhere. Look at the one in Aso Rock. Hand is shaking. Yet, lead power, they refuse. Now, controversies don't fool everywhere. The son now don't engage in kidnapping because they want the father to remain in power. And tomorrow, people will still gather and vote for him to become a Lagos state governor. On a mumu don't you? In fact, anyway, what do I know? So my people, I beg, this prayer point that I have given, make sure you share it. This trend was trending before at a point. Nigeria forget. You know, Nigerians have problem with their retentive memory. Whatever that enters stay there just only 24 hours. Another trend will enter and come out that one. That is the end. And tomorrow you see them jumping up and down. Hey, now he's a very dark man. Very dark man. Very dark man was caused by the Biafrans when he tried to intervene on the issue of Biafrans. When he tried to poke nose on the issue of Biafrans. I didn't say well, how they arrest him or how they kidnap him. That one is their own cup of tea. But don't forget, when an elder lay a curse on a young ones, things will begin to turn upside down. You will begin to ask yourself, how does this happen? Now they say it is Chinwo, it is this one, it is cyber stalking, it is this, it is that. You want me to pray for him? No, I cannot pray. If they free him, up to him. If they keep him, up to him. But let him stop interfering on the issue of Biafra. If you want to get engaged in anything, please go ahead. You have your supporters, no problem. But anything that got to do with IPOB, keep away from it. Because he never for one day mentioned the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who have been held captive for a very long time. But when any matter of IPOB come outside, you want to jump into because you want to remain relevant. Be very, very careful. I just pray you find mercy before the Almighty Chukwu Okeabiama. Anyway, my people, now here we go talk about break. This message is just a very short one. We are coming back again with another big bluster. Just continue that prayer. May Nigeria never happen to me or any member of my family. And so shall it be. It shall be well with you and every member of your family. Have a nice day and have a nice week. May good Lord continue to bless us all. Now, Chukwu Okeabiama, I bless you and I bless the works of your hand. It shall be well with you. Kemesiano, my wonderful people.